A star-studded event coming to Colorado.
Major League Baseball picks Denver to host this year's All-Star Game.
Hearing news like that's just great for not only us, but all the other businesses around here.
Local fans are ecstatic. Businesses hit hard by the pandemic see a multi-million-dollar opportunity.
It's a reaction to strict new voting laws that prompts the MLB to drop its original stadium in Georgia.
This is a difficult situation all the way around, so I love being a fan and certainly was looking forward to the All-Star Game being here in Georgia.
Tonight we'll take you through what we know and what it all means for our state. If your phone has been buzzing all night, Colorado, it's because our state is on the verge of hosting the MLB All-Star Game. Our Troy Rank confirms the game is coming to COORS Field this summer, putting Colorado in the national and international spotlight.
The news, of course, wildly exciting for baseball fans and for our state as a whole. The event, originally planned for Georgia, could inject roughly $100 million into Colorado's economy.
Oh boy, do we have lots to cover tonight. Our team is standing by to bring you up to speed. Our Sloan Dickey is catching up with businesses in the Lodo area, gearing up for a blockbuster of a summer.
First, though, let's get to Denver7 Sports Director Lionel Bienvenu. Lionel, last time Coors Field hosted the All-Star Game, Bill Clinton was president.
Yeah, I was just a boy. Yeah, 1998, guys, and you said it. This is so exciting. The national attention on our city and our state, the spotlight shining on Denver and Coors Field. The best players in all of baseball coming here for the game on July 13th. This is really the biggest sports news to hit Denver since the Broncos won the Super Bowl more than 5 years ago. Again, the last and only time we hosted the All-Star Game was 1998, before HD television. Coors Field sold out, standing room only. Rockies had 3 players in that game: Vinny Castilla, Dante Bichette, and Hall of Famer Larry Walker. Now, a lot of people looking forward to the home run derby, right? In 98, Ken Griffey Jr. here was a champion. But with the way baseballs fly out at a mile high, 2021 is going to be epic. Bichette told our Troy Rank tonight, quote, "It'll be the most exciting part of the All-Star Game, but the way they do it now with the time limit, you might see some hitters with oxygen tanks at Coors." All right, this means a grand slam home run for the economy. The economic impact back in 98 was $40.5 million, but you heard Shannon say it. This year it could be close to $100 million. We'll have more details tomorrow morning when the official announcement comes down.
Going to be fun. Lionel, thanks very much. And in any year, this would be a big deal for Denver. But when you're trying to rebound from the pandemic, this is an incredible windfall. This is Christmas in July.
Yeah, this is a game changer. And our Sloan Dickey is live in Lodo tonight. And Sloan, bars, restaurants, hotels, they are all going to see a major boost.
Yeah, what a great surprise. This is big for Colorado, big for the sports fans, as you just heard, and big for the businesses down here. Now, the game was originally meant to be in Atlanta, but it's moved to here after those restrictive voting laws were put in place. The last time Denver hosted the MLB All-Star Game, as you just heard, was 1998. We were the ones to break that news to some of the bar owners here in Lodo, and they had just heard it when we told them this summer might be a little bit more busy. This has already been an eventful opening for the baseball season, kicking off last week with fans. A lot of the bars and restaurants have outdoor space and tents set up over here to accommodate whatever COVID regulations will be in place. One bartender we spoke with said it's been a busy week for opening season, and he's ready to do it all over again this summer, and the fans are ready to go too.
It's going to be busy, but that's what we want, you know. We run a business out here, and we enjoy not only the locals, but anyone who wants to come visit.
I feel like it'll bring a lot of camaraderie and excitement to the town, especially with everyone dealing with COVID. It's just something to get the spirits up. So I'm really excited to be in the action.
Isn't that the truth? Mayor Michael Hancock and Governor Jared Polis are also excited Denver gets to be in the action as well. Earlier today, Governor Polis told Denver7 he knows Colorado is the best host for the game because of our strong voting laws that allow people to cast legal ballots either in person or via mail. He even previously said he would be burning up the phones in the next few days to get the game to Denver. Well, his phone plan may just have worked. Late tonight, Polis told Denver7, quote, "Like so many many Coloradans. I'm excited and hopeful. He goes on to say this would be good for baseball and good for Colorado. We expect to get official confirmation from MLB tomorrow. If that is the case and all goes according to plan, we should be seeing that game here in July. So get excited. Shannon.
Hey, trust me, we're all excited around here. Thank you, Sloan. And Atlanta's loss is our gain. As we have reported, our local economy stands to gain $100 million in economic impact hosting the game, meaning Greater Atlanta loses out on that $100 million. And CNN reports that loss includes the 8,000 hotel room nights that Major League Baseball had contracted in Atlanta. Now, we can't know exactly what this is going to mean tonight for us economically, but as Lionel said, 23 years ago, way back then, the last time we hosted the All-Star game, that way back then injected $40 million into our economy. The MLB's relocation to Denver from Atlanta is a protest against Georgia's new voting laws, which add strict ID requirements for voting absentee by mail. It also limits the use of ballot drop boxes and makes it a crime to hand out food or water to voters waiting in line. Now, Georgia's governor claims that critics have mischaracterized the law, but it was passed largely in response to false claims of voter fraud in the 2020 elections.
And let's be clear, it was MLB's decision to leave Georgia. The commissioner saying moving the All-Star game was, in his words, the best way to demonstrate our values as a sport. And now Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell says it's a big lie to call the voting changes restrictive. Yet last week, Atlanta-based Delta and Coca-Cola both spoke out against the new laws. The Republican is now warning big businesses to stay out of politics.
And boy, you've already got plenty to say about this big announcement. From our Facebook page tonight, Phil says, good for the businesses downtown. They need it. Boy, do they. Brad S. is worried about COVID restrictions, writing, stadium capacity of 50% if they are lucky, and everybody wearing a mask. James is pulling no punches tonight. It'd be great to have some good baseball players here for a change. Oh, come on, James. Brad C. is looking at the political picture here, saying there should be a side-by-side comparison of Colorado voting law against Georgia's. Pretty good idea. And it sounds like Mark is a little salty about losing Nolan. He writes, I'm sure the Rockies management will trade it away. All right, now tonight we don't know what COVID restrictions could be in place for Coors Field mid-July. And whatever those will be, those will dictate everything from number of fans in the stands to hotel occupancy to restaurant bookings and, of course, flights into and out of Denver.
And bottom line here, you can count on our continued coverage tomorrow morning right here on Denver7 when we get official word from the league. Our Troy Rank will be talking more of the details tomorrow morning starting at 6:30 a.m. And be sure and stick with us throughout the day as we dig deeper into the economic impacts of this game. Tonight, we know that more than 1.1 million Coloradans are fully vaccinated against coronavirus.
And the scale of the rollout really is impressive. The number of doses administered in our state nearly doubled in the last month, going from 1.6 million to 2.8 million.
And it's a similar story all across the nation. Saturday, a record 4 million people in the U.S. were vaccinated. And while that is great news, this is proof that we are not out of the woods just yet. Summit County is about to move backwards and return to level orange on the state's COVID dial. The county's incidence rate has surpassed what's allowed for level yellow. So come Wednesday, businesses will be back at 25% capacity.
And breaking in just the last hour, Tri-County Health has amended its public health order, eliminating the need to wear masks in outdoor public places. This is in effect now for Coloradans in Adams, Arapahoe, and Douglas counties. You still must wear masks indoors.
2 weeks to the day since the horror unfolded at a Boulder King Supers, many of the victims have been laid to rest. And today, investigators say they wrapped up their investigation at the store. More than 24 law enforcement agencies have been working around the clock at the crime scene to investigate the tragedy. And we know at one point, investigators were literally tearing out every item on the shelves, looking through walls for bullet casings to determine just how many rounds were fired. The store remains closed. It is not clear if or when it could reopen to the public. And the company says it will continue offering mental health services to employees, as well as emergency paid leave to employees directly affected by the shooting.
An adaptive hockey group just stunned tonight after thieves made off with $25,000 worth of their equipment.
Denver7 Gives wants to make sure they can get back to helping the wounded warriors and kids with disabilities they serve just as soon as possible.
Now, the trailer was taken during sled hockey practice at Big Bear Ice Arena just 2 weeks ago. Staff was shocked anybody would steal this clearly marked trailer, and now they just want their equipment back.
To anyone else, it's useless unless you're out using it. And you know, for them to take it it's not all right.
No, it's not. Denver police say there is a 50% increase in trailer thefts this year compared to last. So if you'd like to help Colorado sled hockey replace the gear, head to thedenverchannel.com, click on the Denver7 Gives tab, and in the drop-down, select Replace Stolen Hockey Gear.
It's a really tough market.
Outrageous rent prices pushing some out of the metro.
The idea here is to look kind of outside the box.
Now there's a new effort to take advantage of older homes.
The rent is able to be kept low because there hasn't been a high investment.
Tonight, a 360 look at naturally occurring affordable housing and what it could mean for Coloradans.
Really warm again today, but a cold front means wind and cold on the way.